Hi all, I am back to talk about levels of measurement. So levels of measurement, now this is something that will be on a test. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to pick this up on another video, is because I wanted you to be able to jump back this quickly. This is something that I have had confusion with on my own. And basically on these, if you can give me a good explanation, sometimes there's two different ones that could kind of work. If you can give me a good explanation, I will accept your answer. And I've done this a few times in the past, so pay attention. First level of measurement is nominal. The nominal level of measurement, if the values of the variable name, label, or categorized. So a lot of times these are things that are not ranked, they're not ordered, they're just categorical data. So for example, gender, handedness, religion, favorite color. Now these aren't something that have a specific order. They're not something that order matters at all. They're just, I'm left-handed, I'm right-handed, my favorite color is blue, red, pink. They're not in order, they're just categories. Ordinal has the properties of nominal level, as in most of the time it's not numbers, most of the time it is categories or names. However, the values can be arranged and ranked in a specific order. So for example here, grades. So A, B, C, D, F. Those are ordered in a certain way. Satisfaction. So a lot of times, you know, when you do satisfaction surveys, you get something that is like highly unsatisfied, unsatisfied, neither satisfied nor dissatisfied, satisfied, highly satisfied. It has all of those different levels and they go in certain orders. Happiness. So happiness can kind of be the same way. You can order those. How about like levels of pain? Have you seen that in the doctor's office where they ask you your pain level? That's another thing that would be an ordinal level. So things that can be ordered like that. Next level of measurement is interval. So these last two are the ones that draw some confusion. Now, the parts that are important here, a value of 0 doesn't mean the absence of quantity. Also, another part that's really important, you use addition and subtraction performed on the values. So an example here that I like to use is temperature. Temperature, 0 doesn't mean it has no value. It just means it's very cold, because you can have negative numbers. And we generally don't say something is twice as cold as it was yesterday. You say it was 5 degrees colder than yesterday, adding and subtracting to it. So examples that we have here are income, temperature, calendar years, things like that. So these are things that you can use addition and subtraction on. 0 doesn't necessarily mean absence of quantity. Year 0 would just be between BC and AD. Income and $0. Actually, kind of don't like that one. We're going to take that one off of this list. But temperature, I already used that. It doesn't mean an absence of quantity. Another one right here, the ratio level. So there's just a slight difference here. So the ratio level of measurement right here, this is important. A value of 0 means the absence of quantity. Also, we use multiplication and division can be performed on the value of the variables. Some examples that I have here, money in your pocket. If I have 0 money in my pocket, that means there's no money in my pocket. Or I can say I have twice as much money as my brother does. A height in feet and inches. So that building is twice as tall as the other building. So I can do multiplication and division on that. So he is, the amount of inches he grew this year was half as much as his brother. 0 would be, that doesn't even really make sense, but it's something 0 tall, it pretty much doesn't exist. 0 pounds doesn't exist. Time spent watching TV, I watched twice as much TV as she did. Also, 0 time watching TV means you didn't watch TV. So think about the value of 0 and think about whether it's multiplication or division. That's how you can tell these two apart. And if you can give me a good explanation, I'll give you points for that one. So let's take a look at some examples here. So which level of measurement? Gender. Which level of measurement is gender? So gender is nominal because you don't order it or anything. It's just a characteristic. Temperature. Temperature is interval because the value of 0 doesn't mean anything. Plus, you wouldn't say that it is twice as hot as it was yesterday. Number of days a week. Number of days a college student studied this week. That would be ratio because the value of 0 does mean the absence of quantity. Plus, you can study twice as much as somebody else. A letter grade earned in stats class. So that would be ordinal because you would order them because A, B, C, D, F. Hope that made sense. That's all I'm going to show for this video. We'll pick it up with section 2.1.